What's up, you guys? Namaste. Divine is here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Waiting for you guys to file in here. This is a video about the full moon in Capricorn, which is happening now as we speak. And the full moon went into effect as of midnight, and it'll go through tonight, then tomorrow. And if you guys know me, you know that you can catch full moon energy for 3 days. All right, so 3 days. So the day before, the day of, and the day after, and even the day after that. So you could probably catch your full moon energies until Friday, this coming Friday. Okay. If you want a video on what I do during full moon, I actually posted a video of that the last full moon cycle, so you can catch it. It's probably like a few videos back, but today we're talking about the Capricorn full moon. All right, so Capricorns, all my Capricorns out here, man, we got a lot going on in our sign, you guys. We have Pluto in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde in Capricorn. Hey, love, what's up, legendary mother? So we have Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn. We also have Saturn retrograde in Capricorn as well. And then we also have the full moon going on as well. And of course, my phone wants to act like it's going to die. Damn, I should go and get my charger. Hold on, y'all. Shit. All right, I'm going to go get my charger. And I'm going to come right back. All right. I'll be right back, you guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. Let me plug my phone in real quick, and then we're going to get started. All right, let me open the garage. All right. All right, you guys. So we're in business. All right, so let's get started. So if you ever needed a reality check, now is the time to get your reality check. All right. Full moon in Capricorn is definitely going to check the fuck out of some people, because it literally, number one, we are halfway through the year as of now, but also number two, you guys know Capricorn is we're all about our money. We're all about working. We're all about ability. We're all about practicality. We are all about seeing things for what they are, and we're not, oh my God, y'all. I apologize. So basically, like, we're not into like the fluff. We're not into like dreaming. We're not into like seeing things like out of sequence. Like we are really practical people. Okay. We're like, it's like Capricorns are like, who are you? Like, you're not getting money. Like, what are you about? You know what I'm saying? So that's a Capricorn. That's an earth sign for the most part. You know, we're all about our material goods. We're all about climbing Jacob's ladder. We're all about being on top. Like I know for me anyway, like a lot of the Capricorns that I look up to are like CEOs or big bosses and things like that. So that is what Capricorns are all about. All right. So with that being said, the full moon in Capricorn is to amplify that energy. It is going to propel it to the umpteenth power. Okay. So if you've been someone that has been like really lackadaisical lately, you've been kind of lazy, you've been like in la la land, you've been dreaming, you haven't had any motivation, full moon in Capricorn is definitely going to have you sitting here like, what the hell have I been doing for the past 3 weeks? What the hell have I been doing for the past month? What have I been doing for the past 6 months? Okay. Now's a time of reflection, right? We started our year in January, and, you know, a lot of us had these great ideas. We had a lot of great business plans and things that we wanted to execute and put into place. And we had big goals, right? But sometimes our goals, they get put to the wayside, or they get set back, or we may have a new idea, or something else may come up. Life happens, right? And so literally that is what the full moon in Capricorn is giving you, the energy of like, okay, let me reevaluate and assess, because now I have to deal with the next 6 months of my life. Okay. Now, mixing with the full moon Capricorn comes your Mars retrograde, your Neptune retrograde. Then also coming up another Mercury retrograde, July the 26th through August 21st, something like that. And then we have these eclipses coming up as well. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be affecting us as far as our motivation, our communication, our fire, our will to pursue and keep going, our ability to sit and pay attention and listen to like our inner workings. All of that is going to be compromised, right? But it's all in how you look at the bigger picture of things. A lot of times, you know, we think that Mercury retrograde is going to do this, that, and the third to us. But like I told y'all in the last video, the more you feed into that negativity, the more that it will affect you, so to say. We're all affected by retrograde somehow in some way, but it's all in the energy that you put into it. Do you succumb to the retrograde, or do you actually work with its energies? That is the difference between someone that can survive a retrograde as opposed to someone who allows the retrograde to completely fuck their lives. Okay. So I hope that you guys get that. I hope that you understand. Welcome to everyone that just came in. We are going to do a reading for the full moon in Capricorn. And then, I really wanted to do a separate video for Mars retrograde, but I think I'm just going to talk about it right now to just get it over with. So Mars retrograde is already started yesterday, and it's only going to last about a month. So we're looking at around the end of July is when we are going to have the Mars retrograde end. Okay. Now, with Mars retrograde, okay, Mars is the planet of fire, is the planet of movement and motivation, masculine energy. Hey, Kendra, what's up? Everything fabulous, what's up? So a lot of us, I know for me, I'm going to just give my personal testimony. I really feel like I have fell off. I'm going to be real with y'all. I really feel like I have fell off, and I really felt like I just haven't been motivated. I just haven't been pushing myself. And I don't know if it's because Kennedy's gone now and I'm just like, I'm going to chill. Because normally when I get a break from Kennedy, I'm just like, all right, all signs go. Like I had all intentions of like, go, right? But this shit didn't happen. I mean, granted, it's only been a week and some change, but I literally have not been motivated. Just have not been motivated, and I don't even care right now about being motivated, like at all. I haven't been working. I haven't been like, I haven't been doing much at all. I've just been really just staying to myself, staying to Shalom. Yes, legendary mother. I've been feeling so drained, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I've just been so drained, and I'm like no. And I mean I'm vegan, a vegetarian, I should say. I'm not vegan, but I am vegetarian, so I haven't been eating meat. I did have some fish last night, and it sent my stomach through a fucking war this morning. But like I say this to say, like we all go through the motions, and while we're all sitting up here and we're trying to deprogram ourselves, we are trying to reveal a new reality for ourselves. Y'all got to remember, and like that's why I always tell y'all to be so gentle on yourselves. Don't beat yourself up for not like for not, I guess, for not fulfilling the dreams that you wanted when you wanted it. Like sometimes it's just not that time, or sometimes like the universe wanted to show you something so that it could prepare you for what's to come. Okay, for what's to come. So for example, so you guys know, I opened up my store. I opened up the shop about a month ago, right? And, you know, I was all happy. I was all good. Everything was like on the up and up with the shop. And now, like, after meditating for the past week, like, I'm sitting up here and I'm just like, so why am I giving my money to someone and I'm not even owning this spot? I'm not even creating like a true dynasty to where I can have something and it's mine, and I can really hold on to it. I hope that makes sense. It just kind of made me think about, okay, I'm doing this because what? Like, why? I opened up the shop to have a home base place for me to do things and all of that good stuff. But it's like I'm paying my money to someone who doesn't even care about my business, who doesn't really want me to succeed at the end of the day, and who would rather have, you know, someone who's doing something else in their building as opposed to what I'm doing. Oh my God. Perfect. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. All right, so we're back. All right. So anyways, my phone died, and that's the shit that happens. Anyway, so like I was saying, so I was talking about the shop, and I was basically like telling you guys about like not being motivated, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Okay. So basically after meditating for a few sessions, I realized that having the shop is not the direction that I want to be in right now. It's not the direction that I want to go in. Okay. So yes, the shop will be closed. We are closing that bitch. And I mean, I appreciate everyone's support, and I appreciate you guys really pushing me and like bigging me up. And I mean, I bigged myself up, and I had to realize like, it's not even about the money. It's not about the aspect of like, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's honestly, y'all, it's just not the direction that I want to go in right now. It's not. And I think that spirit was just trying to show me like, because I've been manifesting, you know, a studio, but the shop is so small. I had to realize that I can't even hold classes there. Like the point of the shop was to hold classes, to be able to have a community for people to come and to commune and to be, you know, spiritual and be around your people. But you can't even do that in the shop. Like literally the shop is not even as big as my room. You know what I mean? It's like literally half the size of my room. And I couldn't even fit a Reiki bed in there if I really wanted to. So when I looked at the bigger scheme of things, it's something that I do want. It's something that I still want, that I have, but it's just that particular shop is just not, it's just not what it is. I hope this makes sense to you guys. And I just want you all to know, like, don't be afraid of having to change your mind in the middle of something. Like, it's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, this is what I want, but this is not exactly what I want. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I need. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to have, but this is not exactly what it is that I want. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. And I'm so very transparent with you guys that I can sit up here and say to you, like, you know, it's okay. It's not a failure by any means. It's not a failure. And luckily for me, I'm not under contract to the point where I have to stay in a place for a certain time. I can leave when I want. So yeah, we're out of that bitch. So I just wanted to come in and tell you guys that we are going to get started with the readings. I don't know if y'all have been commenting, but if you have or haven't, I can't really see anything. Someone said, uh-oh. That was the last comment that I saw. But anyways, so yes, I'm still going to be on the show, still going to be on Goddess of the Nile, of course. Never going to stop doing that. And you know, that's an amazing opportunity that we will stick with. I'll still be on the channel with you guys. I'll still be on my group, Collective Conscious Minds. Nothing will change. I'm gonna still be on here doing readings. I'm still gonna be waist queen goddess. I'm still gonna be ankle bracelet goddess. Like, I'm still gonna be rapid stones goddess. Like, I'm still gonna be a goddess. But it's just that I would rather own my own shit than to have to rent from someone. That's just real. So let's get started. Capricorn, man. Let me tell y'all, Neptune, that's that Neptune energy, and it will have you realizing some shit. It'll have you up here like, okay, you know what? I gotta be real with myself. This is not really what I wanted. It's not really what I wanted for the alignment, for the overall alignment of everything. It's just not what I wanted, you know, and it's okay. Some of us aren't able to admit ourselves to that, and we stay in a certain vibration, and then we become miserable over time. And that's how a lot of us lose our interest and our focus in certain things. That's how a lot of us become so depressed, because we don't actually go with the tides. We don't go with what our heart is telling us to do, right? We just kind of stick in something and stay in it, hoping and praying and wishing that it will get better. In all actuality, it's not getting better. It's just your higher self trying to test you and see if you're really going to go with your intuition. If you're really going to go with, you know, what your highest self is telling you in order to align for your highest good. So that's it, y'all. That's just what it is. You just got to trust yourself and go with it. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So let's get started with the cards. I have one just completely fly out. Let me pick this one up. We are going to be doing a tarot reading for the... what the hell? No, it's not your Wi-Fi. Okay. I think I'm back now. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I good? Let me know. Whew, girl. It is not working today. Okay. All right, so let's get the reading started, you guys. What's up? I'm back. It's Shalom Ashe Gaia. Oh, I just want to tell you guys, this Sunday on Goddess of the Nile, I will be on the show all by myself. On the show all by myself this weekend. But Sunday, it's going to be like a show about what I do in my work. My tarot readings, my magic, the things I talk about, planetary movements, the aspects of astrology, as well as manifestation magic, rituals, all that good stuff. It's going to be me. So I'm really excited. It's going to be like Divine Chakras on Goddess of the Nile. So if you're interested, the link for the information about Goddess of the Nile is in the description box below. Also, really quick, before I do this tarot reading for the full moon in Capricorn for you guys, my Patreon is up and running. For those that are interested in joining my tarot club, it's about the Patreon Tarot Club. All the information can be found in that video, so you guys will know exactly what you're getting for your money. Every month you will get personalized readings, as well as 2 additional videos about what is going on in the atmosphere as far as astrological movements, all of that good stuff. And you will also get 2 personal readings that we sent to yourself, private link through YouTube. And the first 10 Patreons will get $20 off for the first 3 months. So the link is in the description box. I put it in there for you guys. It's www.patreon.com/Divine Chakras LLC. So if you're willing to invest in your spiritual ascension, you know, get answers and get I guess direction, divination direction from the divine, from source, from spirit, from intuition, then definitely join the Tarot Club. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to actually get to work and to start doing regular readings for people, because I think it's just like y'all, you know, go get regular checkup from the doctor. It's very important that you get regular readings from a trusted tarot card reader that you know will do your soul some justice and serve you to the highest degree. So yes, make sure you guys see that. And without further ado, let's get started on our full moon in Capricorn reading. So really quick tarot. I am going to open up the circle today because I just feel really compelled. I think there's a message in spirit. So let's just go ahead and open up the tarot circle. And I just want to call in the energies today of Bast, as I always do, as well as Ampu, Sekhmet, Ma'at, Het Heru. Let's call in my higher self today as well. Jehudi. Let's also call in some Orisha energy, Oshun, Yemiya, Oya, also to balance out some energy here. And I'm also going to call in the energies of ancestors known and unknown, those of the highest spiritual vibration. Those are going to be those that will look out for us and help us with the best of our spirits here. Ashe, I just want to put a ring of protection around me and you as we make this reading, as we do this reading, I should say. And no negative energy shall come in and interrupt this reading, as this reading will be for the highest good of all of us. Ashe, Ashe. So let's get started. Tarot circle is open. Tarot, I want to get a reading for Capricorn full moon, which is happening today through Friday. This reading will go through this Friday, which is the 29th of June. And Spirit says stop. So I'm going to stop here. So that card that was on the ground, this is it. This was the top card that was on the ground. So it came out again. So that was the card that was meant for us. Look at all this Capricorn energy. Look at all this Capricorn energy. Look at all this Capricorn energy. Pisces energy. Remember, we are Neptune and Pisces right now, retrograding. All right, let's pull one more card from the bottom. Mars energy. Ashe. Mars is in retrograde. Let's get to it. All right, you guys. Aren't y'all glad I opened up this tarot circle today? All right, here we go. So we have the Empress in reverse. This is Venus energy, but this is also about creativity. It's also about fertilization. It's also about manifestation and putting things into fruition. Okay, so the Empress in reverse just means a lot of us right now are not in a creative space. We are not manifesting what we need to be manifesting. We are not out here getting it. We're not out here putting our best foot forward, right? A lot of us are in a period where we don't feel fertile, where we don't feel like crafting or putting things together or making things happen for the best of us. A lot of us right now are in a almost like in a whirlwind. I feel like I'm right. So we're in a whirlpool and we're just like, we're literally just staying in one place right here while everything else on the outside is spinning. We're on the internal spinning. And it's like, we can't get out of the spinning cycle. And it feels like it's never ending. It feels like hard times will never end. I know for me, I feel like that. I've been going through a whole lot for the past 6 months. And I just feel like, when will it just ever end? When can I just get ahead? When will I get a break? And a lot of times we manifest things in our lives where we just let things go to the wayside and we allow things to get worse than what they are. It's like that wound that you never like put any Neosporin on and you never heal it. It just stays there and it gets stagnant, and eventually, you throw some salt on top of the wound and it starts to get worse. Like that's what's happening for a lot of us right now. It's like, people come in and they start telling you things that don't serve your highest good. And then that particular thought that you've had about that negative, it gets worse and worse. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Hey, Harmony, baby, what's up? So it's just like for us, like a lot of us right now are feeling uncreative. We're not feeling that creative drive anymore. And it's sucking you dry. It's sucking us dry. But with the Mars energy right now, I feel like it's a time for us to kind of sit back and reflect and think about why we started this in the first place. Like I had to remain humble in my thought and think to myself, why did I start Divine Chakras? Why did Shalom start Divine Chakras? What is it in my heart that made me want to start bringing you guys these videos? What made me want to start Collective Conscious Minds? What made me want to open up my shop? Okay. What made me want to start doing tarot? What made me want to start taking on all of these different responsibilities within spirituality? And I had to remember not only was it because it's something that I wanted to do for you guys, but it's also something I wanted to do for myself to help me heal. So once you really sit back and you say, why did I start doing that? You ask that question of why. Why? Well, why did I do this? Well, why did I do that? Just like a child, children are like sponges. We need to have that childlike mind again, where we're like sponges again, where we just start taking in not everything, because some things we can't take in, obviously, because they're not for our highest good. But when you start taking in things that are for you and for your spirit, then that's when you can start harnessing that energy again, right? So we got to reflect back to, yes, 5 planets are in retrograde. Exactly. It's a lot going on right now, you guys. So again, be gentle on yourself. Be gentle on yourself. It's okay to make baby steps. It's okay to just say, you know what? I need a break right now. I need a fucking break. I'm done. I'm over it. I no longer want to just give my energy to this. Let me just take a break. It's nothing wrong with taking a break. Okay. I want you to know that it's nothing wrong. So don't think, Harmony, because you haven't worked on your business in 2 days, into the depression, it's made you reflect to get to source. And how did you get here in the first place, and what your original purpose was? Ashe, I just said that. And that's exactly what the Neptune retrograde does for us. It kind of makes you go back into a self-actualization, a self-realization thought process. And it's like, okay, why did I start doing this in the first place? When you start asking those questions of why, you will get back to a source. You will get back to source. Trust me. And then that source is the reason why everything manifested afterwards. Okay. So remember that, you guys, everything has manifested from something. And if you're feeling lost right now, if you're feeling not motivated, it's because it's time to get back to the source. All right. Next card is the 4 of Pentacles. All right. The 4 of Pentacles. Some of us are holding on to things so tight, oh, so tight. Materialistic manifestation. That is what a lot of us are holding on to. We're afraid to let go of the material things. We are afraid to let go of our comfort. All right. The 4, he's so comfortable right now and holding on to his possessions, his worldly possessions, his materialistic possessions. It's his comfort, right? But like they say, like if something makes you comfortable, it's not worth it. It's not for you. If you're comfortable at your job, okay, it's not motivating you. It's not helping you to get to a higher stage in your life. You're just going to stay stagnant, right? So it's time for us to start making ourselves uncomfortable. All right. It's time for us to start putting ourselves out there to the point where we become so uncomfortable that it's like, okay, I have to make something work. I have to make this shit shake. Like I have to do something different. Like that is what I mean by making yourself uncomfortable. Not to the point where it's like it's harming you in a way, but it's almost making you like, it's almost making that it's like putting a flame under your ass and making you run for what you want. Okay. We gotta let go. Of those worldly possessions. We got to let go of the materialistic mentality. We have to let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's going to come back. But for the moment, we have to let it go and just live in more of a connecting mind frame than of a like, I need this, I want it, I gotta have it mind frame. Almost like, okay, let go of the materialistic things so that you can start connecting with yourself and who you are. When you start stripping away all the things that you have, all the things that you want, all the things that you wish for, then all you have is knowledge of self. All you have is self. And a lot of us are afraid to face ourselves. A lot of us are afraid to face our demons because that's what we ran from our whole life. We've blamed it on the devil. Oh, the devil made me do this, that. And that is why a lot of us, when we come to this point of actually having to do the shadow work and face ourselves, we are so afraid to do it because we've been running from it all of our lives, because we've allowed, certain certain religions and certain mind frames and certain ideologies to just mask the truth, right? And now that we're stepping into the true form of ourselves, it's scary. It's scary. It's a scary time, especially when you have planets like Saturn and Neptune and Uranus that go into retrograde, which are big, huge, like pillar planets of energy that really make us sit back and say, okay, well, what have I been doing for the past 15 years? What have I been doing for the past 10 years? And it's not about having regrets, because the minute you start having regrets, that's when things start to get more negative in your life. But it's more about, again, it's about actualization and realization, and realizing, okay, this doesn't serve me anymore. And saying, you know, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to admit to yourself that something isn't working for you, and then going forth with releasing that and allowing something else new to manifest in your life. It's nothing wrong with that. It's not called failure. It's just called realizing that this shit is not in alignment with my truth and what I really want. It's nothing wrong with that. But the minute you look at it as failure, then that's when you start to go backwards. That's when you start to digress. That's when you start to go into depression. That's when you start eating wrong things again. That's when you start using drugs. That's when you start abusing yourself. That's when you start going out and having sex with people that don't even serve your highest good. You know, you're looking for love in all the wrong places because you don't even want to love yourself first. And this is extreme shit that I'm talking about, you guys, but it's real. It happens. That's when you have suicide. Like, that's when you start, you know, walking around and talking to people like you don't have no damn sense. You know, you start carrying people. You start, you know, just disrespecting yourself and your energy. So we got to let go. We got to let go. Next card is this Pisces, this beautiful Pisces energy right here. All right. Neptune is in retrograde right now. It is in retrograde in the zodiac sign of Pisces. And what I want to say about this is the Nine of Cups. Okay. Happiness is, let me show y'all how close happiness is. Let me show you how close we are right now to pure bliss. This is you, and this is pure bliss. This is pure happiness. This is how close we are to getting it, right? Because there's so many things that are blocking us right now, right? Sometimes it's hard to get to this because you got all of this shit in front of you. When really, all you have to do is look beyond the veil. That's all you have to do, okay? And what sucks is that, you know, a lot of us can't see that because of the programming that we've been through, because of the simulation, right? Someone was just talking about a computer. Failure is just an experience that helps fuel our brain computer. All right, exactly. Ashe. Someone else said, literally expressing the same thoughts that I've been dealing with in the past few days. So it's not just me, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us. And our happiness is there. It's like we're depressed, but we are manifesting happiness. And it's like, how can you be depressed, but you're trying to manifest happiness? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to be happy and content and so like you have to be so like infatuated with your happiness that you don't allow any negative thoughts to even come into your aura. Like literally, that's how it has to be. But the more we remain depressed, the more that we remain like, oh, this is never going to happen for me. Like, oh my God, why did I do this way? Why did I do it this way? Why didn't I do it that way? The minute we start doubting and regretting, right, then that is when the negative things will start to manifest even more. Okay, you'll have one negative thing, but then now 10 million negative things start happening because now you're a magnet for that negativity, and it's just sticking itself onto your body, right? It's going to go any and anywhere that it can. That every time you release happiness, it opens up a void for you to bring in that more negative energy. So it's just like vice versa. When I tell you guys to let go of things that no longer serve you, if you start letting go of things that actually serve you, then things that don't serve you are going to start to come in. That's just the way it works. It's duality. It's polarity. You know, opposites attracts, like happiness, yin and yang, happiness, darkness, happiness. Like it's all relative, you guys. All right. The next card that came out was the Mars energy, which is the tarot card, or the Tower card, And the Tower card, it's one of those cards where we're just like, oh my God, some shit is about to happen and I'm about to be so fucked up. And yes, the Tower card is all about that fire. It is all about like things happening, things blowing up in our faces, and we're like, oh shit, I done fucked up now. But guess what? It's all about realization and actualization. It's all about seeing things for what they are and not what you thought they were. Okay, that is what the Tower card is. It really breaks down our structures and helps us to rebuild, so that when we're rebuilding, when we are in the rebuilding phase of the Tower, the after effects of what happens, it's going to knock you off of your feet. But it's going to allow you to rebuild your foundation so that it's going to be solid, so that you're literally not going to fall over again. Sometimes we need this. Sometimes we need everything to just come out. Sometimes it's like the balloon that has too much water in it, and you're blowing it up, blowing it, and finally the pressure just gets to release, and you're just like, oh, finally, I can breathe. I'm so much more happier now. It's finally all out. You know, like that's literally, it's like the weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. That's literally what the Tower card is. Okay. And sometimes it can make you feel like you're no longer strong, that your strength has been depleted, right? That your fire, Leo is another fire energy, that your fire is out. And with the Mars going into retrograde, we're going to feel like our fire is out. We are going to feel like literally we don't have the will, the motivation to move forward. Okay. But I'm here to tell you that it's time to take this time to reflect. Journaling is so big right now. Getting out in nature, taking a walk, going to your favorite lake, going to your favorite pond, whatever connects you, doing more yoga, okay, doing creative, doing some automatic writing, some activity, getting creative, doing things that are creative to get you back in a creative mindset. The Empress card, it's time to flip this energy. It's something that can be flipped, right? But because our strength can sometimes get knocked off, with your strength comes your creativity. If you have a strong mind, then you're going to be able to manifest anything that you want in your life. But if this is not as powerful, if your body is over your mindset, your mind state, then all you're going to do is allow the body, which is of the flesh, right? Which is of what they say of sin, but it's of this matrix. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. So if you allow your human experience to overtake your spirit, then you're going to feel like you're losing your strength. You're going to feel like your walls are going to come tumbling down. You're going to feel like you're no longer strong. You're going to feel like you're not happy. All right. And you're going to feel like you got to hold on to your worldly possessions to keep you happy, because physically, we've been feeding our physical for so long that we haven't been truly feeding our spirit. Okay. And your spirit is what lives on. So why not feed the spirit that's going to live on forever? Right? That's what we got to do. We got to continue to feed our spirit. You got to be spiritually happy and sound in order to effectively be able to move through this matrix, to be able to effectively manifest the life that you want. You have to be you have to be spiritually healthy. All right. The new thing right now is not to be physically rich. It's to be spiritually rich, because anytime your spirit is happy, then everything else is going to fall into place. But until, we actually get to the root of the issue, the root issue, until we actually get to the core of that illness and we actually take care of it, until we actually say, okay, let me let go of these materialistic things and start to get back to my divine source, my divine spirit. We're just going to be out here just living the life of a human. Living the life of the matrix, living our life of the assimilation. And, eventually it's going to break us down. It's going to break us down. So, this is a time of great reflection, you guys. It's a time of being honest with yourself. It is a time of being truthful. It's a time of speaking up and speaking in your truth to yourself. I always talk about speaking your truth to other people, but what we fail to realize is that we have to speak truth to ourselves. You know what they say, like you got to talk to a plant in order to make it grow. Like you talk to the plant, it grows, it grows, it grows. We are plants. We are plants. We are blossoming. We have water in us. We have electricity in us. You know, we have all the things that power source in us, right? Source is powered by something, right? We are source. We're powered by something. So we have to talk to that power. We have to talk to ourselves to continue to fertilize and to help us grow. So that's why I tell you guys, affirmations will really, really help. Positive affirmations, positive mantras, saying these things to yourself will help to reprogram your subconscious, but it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in 6 months. Sometimes it won't happen in a year. Sometimes it will take 2 or 3 years to actually manifest these things. It's work. It's not an overnight thing. Spirituality is not about lighting a candle, saying a few prayers, and your life is better the next day. Like for some people, maybe because maybe they were already in alignment with it, you know, and sometimes our circumstances are different. We're all different entities. Some of us, it may take us 7, 8, 9 years to get what we want. But that's a story that you're going to have to tell. Everyone signs a different contract when they come here. Everyone's soul signs a different contract. Your soul may not have signed up to be rich. Your soul may not have signed up to be poor. Your soul may not have signed up to be a singer. Your soul may not have signed up to be a judge. Your soul may not have signed up to work in a corporate office. Like, let's just be real. So we all have to go with what our soul contract is. If you want to find out your soul contract, you can do the Akashic Records, doing Akashic Records. That will help. Going to someone in your area that you trust that will help you with your past life regression. That will also help too. But if you want to tap into source that way, then you focus on your past life. You focus on what your soul contract is, what your purpose is, your life purpose, your soul purpose. That is what your soul contract is. What is why are you here? Why am I here? Why is Shalom here? Why did Shalom get manifested into this matrix? So these are the things that you have to ask yourself. Why am I here? What am I here doing? Am I here to be depressed? And no one is here to be depressed. That is not your birthright. Your birthright is not to have a miserable life. Your birthright, you are entitled to be the most abundant, most prosperous person that ever existed. But are you willing to make the sacrifices to get there? That's the question. That's the question. So all of this Neptune energy, all this Mars retrograde energy, it's going to make you stop in your tracks, and it's going to make you slow down. It's going to make you have several seats, and to really focus on getting back to the core, getting back to source. They say this is year 11, even for those that aren't even awake. For those that are awake, this is a rough time for us because, you know, they say God's favorites are always have it tough. Like, if you want to be a light worker, you're going to have to go through something in order to be able to identify with people and, you know, to be able to be empathetic and sympathetic to people's situations, and to be able to really speak truth into them. All right. This life isn't about being fed with a silver spoon. If you were fed with a silver spoon, who knows how you got there to get it? You know, a lot of times we look at people's lives and we're like, oh, I wish I could be like this person, or I wish I could be like that person. But do you know what that person had to do to get to that life? Maybe they had to have sex with men that they don't know. Maybe they had to give up, a liver. Maybe they had to sacrifice a family member. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they had to give up their happiness in order to be rich. Like, you don't know what these people or these celebrities and, you know, these people that we look up to, I don't know what they have to do to get to where they are. So a lot of times we're being envious and we're hoping and wishing and praying for a life that we really don't know what it is. You know what I mean? And then when we manifest it and the shit doesn't go the way we wanted it, yeah, that's because it wasn't in alignment with what your actual true purpose is, what your soul contract is. And if you go against your contract, y'all already know, if you go against your contract, you're going to have late fees. Your ass might get kicked out somewhere. You might get, like, you might get foreclosed on. Like, you know, who knows when you go against your contract, like, who knows what can happen to you. You know, you might get checked out of here early. You might die early. Like, you know, who knows? You might lose a limb. You might lose a leg. Like, You might lose your ability to see, walk, hear, like anything can happen. So we really have to start getting in alignment with what our true purpose is and what our soul contract is. So I see some people, they feeling it. So I hope that you guys got a message out of this. I'm going to college soon. I definitely needed this message because it's been foggy. Ashe, legendary mother. You know what? I went to college and I did that whole thing. It was a great experience, but I'm going to tell you this: follow your heart, follow your mind, follow your intuition, because again, everything isn't as it seems. And sometimes, as institutionalized education, they will try to put you in alignment with their mission and their fucked up purposes, but just stay on the straight and narrow path on what your goals in life are, and you're going to be okay. You will be fine. So let's see if anyone had anything else to say. Keep your energy flowing. I like how you put that. Thank you, Vaughn. Does anyone have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any worries? You're welcome, legendary mother. Any worries about any of these retrogrades that are happening now? Mercury retrograde is happening on July 26th. So that's coming up. Then we have a few eclipses happening in the month of July. This summer is crazy. Summer 18 is crazy, is all I can say. Year 11 has been off the chain. Yeah, you're going into the matrix, but I'm not in the matrix. Exactly. We can be parallel to the matrix. I mean, we can coincide and coexist in the matrix, but are you the matrix or are you in the matrix? Like, I think that's the difference. Like, yeah, I gotta go into the matrix today, but am I allowing the matrix to make me? No. That's the difference, is that you're not allowing the matrix to make you. So yes, I completely get it. I get it. All right, so if nobody has anything else here, I'm just going to close the tarot circle with divine love and light. Just want to thank you all the energies that I called in for assisting us and helping us and giving us a message. For those that are not on the live now, but they will be reviewing the video later. And for those that are on the video now, if you are looking to get a reading during this week, my specials are going to run through Saturday. Okay. One card is 11-11, two cards is 22-22, three cards is 33-33. And what else? I think that's it, you guys. This will just be, it'll be like a personal reading for you and your energy. We can also do a reading for you for whatever you want. But if you want like a regular full reading, then it'll be like my regular prices. But if you are looking for an actual like retrograde reading, then again, the one card is 11-11, two cards is 22-22, three cards is 33-33, four cards, so on and so forth. So yeah. All right. That is it, you guys. You're welcome, Dancing Dutters 15. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate y'all sticking with me through the bullshit ass technical difficulties that I had. I appreciate you. And yeah, that's it, you guys. So I'm going to end it here. During full moon, make sure you get your stones out to charge. Make sure you clean your altars. I will be cleaning off my altars today. Also make sure that you do some type of spiritual bath. A good thing that I have been doing, and this is not regular, but all right, Patricia, hit me up this weekend. That's a bet. Bathing in sulfur. So I will do a separate video on bathing in sulfur. I'm actually going to do an updated video on my spiritual baths and what I do now for my spiritual baths, because it is different from the first video, which got a whole rack of views. So thank you guys if you have viewed that video more than once. But this is sulfur powder. Now on the back of here, I got this from the crystal shop. Yeah, it was $2, but you only need a little bit. So on the back of here it says sulfur is often used in ritual or meditation to open the mind and psychic powers. Okay. Now that is not what I use my sulfur for. What I use my sulfur for is to rid and dispel negative energy that is anything that any bad juju that someone has sent me, any spiritual connections that I have picked up during tarot card readings or during Reiki. If I had like any energies that try to stick on to my nice high vibrational energy, That is what I use sulfur for. Now, what I do is I put the sulfur in my tub. I do a little bit and I kind of swirl it around. Now, sulfur is water soluble, so it's not going to necessarily like disintegrate in water or melt like a salt would. What it does is it actually stays in your tub. Okay, now this has been my experience. It stays in the tub. Now you can mix it in with other herbs, or other like liquids, Florida water, whatever that you may have that you use in your tub. Salt as well. I use Himalayan salt. That's my go-to for my spiritual baths. But like what I noticed with the sulfur is, number one, it does dry your skin out. So if you have super sensitive dry skin, or if you're allergic to sulfur, please don't use sulfur, OMG. But as I was sitting in the tub, like I started to feel like just like a release, like like it's almost like energy was just coming off of me, like peeling off me, like naked, you know what I mean? And what I use it for is to dispel negative energy. The one thing that I liked about the sulfur as well is that you could literally smell the sulfur on my skin for like 3 days. Like, and it was very subtle. It was something that I could smell because it was in me, it was in my pores. But I realized that it like stayed in my system, and like it just kind of puts like a barrier, and like it's almost like, you know, when Sonic has those blades that are like all around him when he's running and he's like knocking all enemies away and shit. Like that's what the sulfur does for you. It literally just be knocking shit away, just gone. And if you watched my video the other day and you saw like the orbs flying around me, like I hadn't had orbs fly around me in a long time, and I just feel like it's just because my energy was off, and like the energy just could not get into where it needed to get in. So after I did my spiritual and I did the sulfur, that's when I saw the freaking orbs flying around me. So I was like, okay, this shit is working. So yes, get you some sulfur. It's really, really inexpensive. I got this again from the crystal shop. I got it from Crystal Fox here in Maryland. You need a little bit, sprinkle a little bit into your bath water, and you know, stir it up with your hand and then soak as you normally would. So it may increase psychic powers. My ass is already psychic, so I don't need to necessarily increase psychic powers, but you know, it says open the mind for meditation as well. But again, I use it to ward off negativity, negative spirits. And this is like spirits that are like hard to get rid of. Like if you feel like you may have an attachment, like if you're going like then I would definitely use the sulfur. But again, I'll be doing an updated video for you guys that will update you on my spiritual bath information, so you'll have all of that info. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to end the video here. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace and happy new moon, you guys. Enjoy.